This tiny piece of Russia is not even connected to Russia.
It is surrounded by European countries, but it still belongs to Russia.
Before this was Russian, it was Königsberg. So how did a Russian territory end up stranded here?
The city mattered because it controlled a Baltic port.
This was not random land. It had a valuable port. Then the war reached East Prussia. World War II smashed the old map.
After the war, East Prussia was split apart.
The post-war settlement put the northern part under Soviet control. Königsberg became Kaliningrad.
It became a Soviet position on the Baltic Sea.
Back then, it was connected through the Soviet system.
But then the Soviet map began to crack.
When Lithuania became independent, the land route changed. When the Soviet Union collapsed, the land around it became new countries.
That is how Kaliningrad became Russia's exclave in Europe. For Russia, it still gives access to the Baltic.
But today, it is surrounded by European neighbors. The land route is broken, but the sea still matters.
The same place moved through two completely different eras.
War changed the map, and the treaty locked it in.
But the Soviet collapse made the map look strange. Kaliningrad is Russian because war gave it to the Soviet Union, and the Soviet collapse left it stranded inside Europe.
An exclave is land separated from the main country. By land, other countries sit in the way. So the Baltic Sea becomes the lifeline. That is why this tiny area still matters so much. The modern map is weird, but the path to it is clear. Then war broke the old map. First, it was Königsberg. Then war broke the old map. Then the post-war settlement transferred it. Finally, the Soviet collapse stranded it. War gave it to the Soviets. Collapse made it an exclave. It is small, but strategically important. Same land, different empire, different map.
Kaliningrad is Russian because war gave it to the Soviet Union front. and the Soviet collapse left it cut off inside Europe.
Every border has a story. Which map mystery should come next?